Good afternoon. I want to share with you a little something that God put in my spirit, that put on my heart to tell everybody. What do you think of yourself? What do you think of yourself? Before I get into the Bible, I want to tell you a little bit about what I think of myself. I'm a man who messed up pretty much all of his life. I'm a man who couldn't quit drinking. I'm a man who couldn't quit running around in the bars. I'm a man who drug my guitar in and out of every bar and every street corner that would have me because I was seeking attention. I wanted to raise myself up here. I wanted to be something great. I went to Nashville on a couple occasions and tried to sell CDs and went in and out of the bars on Broadway, playing anywhere they would take me, just saying, look at me, look what I can do. And I'm just going to be honest with you, I can't sing at all. I hate my voice. So that's what I think of myself. I can't do anything myself. I can't do anything right myself. Now I'm going to get into the Bible and show you how Christ turned my life around. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, starting at verse 6, says, "For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool. For I will say the truth. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me. And lest I should be exalted, raised up above measure, through the abundance of revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, a messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure." I'm going to stop right there at the end of that verse and say I used to try to raise myself up above measure. One day God had to bring me down. One day God made me realize. He made me turn around and look at my life and say, this isn't what you were created to do, my son. This is not what you were created to be. You're created to be so much more. But it's not through your own abilities. Your own abilities got you this, a messed up life that you can't turn around on your own. You can't quit drinking. You can't quit seeking attention. You can't quit running around in the bars on your own. But I have so much more for you. I like Jeremiah 29:11. It says that God has a plan for my life. God has a plan for your life. But it's not through your abilities. He doesn't choose us because we're the best at what we do. He doesn't choose us because we're the greatest or we're the most talented. We're the most best looking. I know I lose on that one. I lose on all of them. I can't do anything myself. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The next verse says, "And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." That was Jesus talking right there. He said that my grace is all you need. You don't need your abilities. You don't need to lift yourself up. You need to bow yourself down and be a servant to me, and I will lift you up. Any favor given to you in this world will not come from your own abilities. What do you think of yourself? I think of myself as on the floor at the feet of Jesus and saying, Lord, anything you can give me, I so much appreciate it. Any word that you can give me, anything you will pour into me, Lord, I want to pour it back out. I'm a willing servant for you. I can't even bring two words together to talk myself. I can't do it. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He said, my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. I'm weak when it comes to speech. I can't speak in front of people on my own. I can't. I get tongue-tied. I get nervous. I get scared to death. Every time I go somewhere and preach, I am scared to death. So I pray before I even speak the first word, and I say, Lord, fill my mouth with your words and let nothing of me come out, but everything of you, Lord. I want to just be your mouthpiece. I just want to be your hands in this world. I want to be your feet. I want you to move through me to help others, to help heal people, to help bring people to you, Jesus. And I know I can't lean on my own abilities because I have none. I tried that for 30 years. My own abilities got me nowhere. The next verse says, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then am I strong. I'm here to tell you that I'm weak. I'm weak. I can't abstain from sin by myself. Every day I pray, God, keep my eyes away from the things I don't need to look at. God, keep my feet from walking into the places that I don't need to be. God, keep my ears from hearing things that flatter me and try to draw me away from you. I can't do any of those things on my own, but it's through the grace of God. In my weakness is His strength made perfect. He is perfect, and He is perfect in me. Where I fail, He prevails. Glory. He says, my grace is sufficient for thee. So what do you think of yourself? I'm someone who can't do anything on his own. And if I did do anything, it wouldn't come out right. I'm a nerd. I mess up anything. There was one day I went to cook ramen noodles in the microwave. There came a smell and smoke all through the house, and I went in there and opened the microwave door, and guess what? I didn't put water in it. I burned ramen noodles. That's a quick I'm a nerd commercial. Jesus said, in your weakness is my strength made perfect in you. I can't come up with a word by myself. But when God pours it in me, I'm going to pour it out. And I'm asking you to be that servant. To not think of yourself higher than you are. But that you look at God as the most high in your life. Because when you raise Jesus up, He'll draw all men to Him. When you raise Jesus up, He's going to raise you up. Why? Because He needs His words to get out, to tell people that they need to be saved, that they need Jesus before the end of time. And those willing to humble themselves and say, it's not me, but it's you, Jesus. Those people He's going to lift up because He needs those words to get out. What do you think of yourself? And what do you think of God? What do you think of yourself and what do you think of God? That's how we should think of Him. Where we're weak, He makes us strong. We can't do anything ourselves, but we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. What do you think of yourself? I love y'all. I love y'all.